Welcome to the Kale Houser Leadership Secrets podcast. Today, let's talk about Netflix or... Good day, amazing people, and welcome back to the Kale Houser Leadership Secrets podcast. My name is Kale Houser, co-founder of the Kale Houser Leadership Company, where we focus on small businesses and helping them with their leadership growth, potential, confidence, and learning how to communicate and create amazing teams. And a large part of that is learning how to interview people, learning how to connect in such a way and conduct your interviews, because again, interviews and the process and act of doing them is not something that's taught, right? I don't remember a high school class where it says, hey, if you're ever a manager or a boss or creating your own company, you're going to need to hire people. And this is the process and way to ask effective questions in order to weed out the really bad ones and find the really good ones. And if you go to kalehouserleadership.com today, you will get our top 10 most beneficial interview questions that you can ask to 10x your hiring process. These are 10 questions that you must start including in your interview process and how you interview your candidates that will actually be a game changer for how you hire your people and the process you go through with that. So make sure you visit kalehouserleadership.com today and get that download. It will change your business if you are struggling with interviewing people. Even if you're not struggling with interviewing people and you may be saying, well, it's just me or it's just me and my brother, you're going to need, if you're interested in growing, you're going to need to hire other people that are probably not related to you. Stranger danger, right? And you need to be able to figure out what makes them tick, why they're there, how they fit into your company, what their goals are, all those types of things. And those 10 interview questions will help you do that. So make sure you go download that, kalehouserleadership.com. All right, today we are talking about Netflix. Netflix, man, what an absolutely amazing story for Netflix. They murdered an entire industry that was unstoppable at the time in the form of Blockbuster and all these different little Hollywood video, these different little video stores that popped up at the advent of cassettes, VHS cassettes. And Netflix came along and said, we can do this better. We can do this cheaper. We can do this to where the masses can get it more in the form of their mail order is what they started at. I jumped on the Netflix bandwagon absolutely when it came out. It was an amazing service. I can have movies delivered straight to my house. Wow. Sign me up. And they transferred to, they're all digital. Like, we're all familiar with Netflix. But I want to ask you, what is the purpose of Netflix? Have you thought about that? Obviously, as a company, their purpose is to make money. Their purpose is to serve their customers in the form of providing them content to consume. But what is the purpose of Netflix to you? What is the purpose of it to your people, to your employees, to your family? Well, their purpose is to suck your life away. The purpose of Netflix is to keep you glued to that TV, to keep you sitting on that couch, to keep you stuck on your phone, watching that next series, the next episode. Their purpose is to shock you with their content, to enthrall you, and to entertain you. And if they do that well enough, no different than, the famous line in the Gladiators, when the evil emperor took over, Caesar took over, and he did his big gladiator games to distract their society at the time from all their problems. And they were happy for it. Are you sitting there going, I can't wait to get home and watch this next Netflix episode? Like, oh my gosh, the new series of so-and-so series, season 2's dropping on Tuesday night. I gotta be home. Clear the calendar. No, wife, I'm not taking you out on a date. I know it's date night. No, kids, I'm not going to your game. They're dropping this new series. I got to catch up on the Kardashians, blah, 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 whatever. What is Netflix to you? Because to them, you're just a dollar sign. To them, you're how they buy their next mansion. You're how them as a company, their stock share goes up a little bit and their investors get a little bit richer. That's what you are to them. But what is it to you? Is it what your life revolves around? Are you using Netflix to numb the pain? And this goes back to our garbage in, garbage out podcast a couple podcasts ago. Are you using the garbage of Netflix? And you'll be like, wait a minute, they got documentaries on there. Okay. But I'm willing to bet that most everyone that's subscribing to Netflix didn't subscribe for the documentaries. We subscribe to be numbed. We subscribe to their service to forget about our life and the troubles and the struggles that we're having. We can escape to some magical place of dragons and wizards and, sci-fi technology and amazing relationships that go through struggles, and then they magically heal each other and find love despite all these other inconsistencies. Now, Netflix is a great service. I've got my own personal opinions of them as a company and the content they provide and the direction that they've been going recently and some of the things they're producing that I disagree with, quite honestly. And I'll never be a Netflix subscriber for those reasons. But beyond that, for the concept of Netflix, it's no different than HBO Max. It's no different than YouTube Premium. It's no different than Amazon Prime videos. They're all sources that are meant to capture your attention and keep it. To keep you stuck on that couch watching the next series every time it comes out. And I'm guilty of it. There's been some series coming out like, oh, that looks really interesting. And I've watched it. But never have I ever let it get in the way of my progress. Have I ever let it get in the way of things I know I need to get done? Have I ever let it get in the way of my family and the relationships I'm trying to build there and how I'm raising my boys? And you can't let it either. Just like anything else, it's time to start trimming the fat. It's time to start getting rid of the things that are sucking your life away and stopping you from being the amazing leader in your business and family and community that you were called to be. And when you realize that, when you wake up from that moment and have that epiphany of going, dude, I spent like 20 hours last week every night. 4 or 5 hours a night, every night after I got home from work, from 6 p.m. till 11 p.m. watching Netflix. Some of the crap I didn't even really want to watch, I just got stuck watching it. As the next thing that came on, it was the suggestion. And it was easier to just lay there like a slob than to get up and do something productive, to take a shower, to clean your house, to make that call to your mom. Hi, Mom. To play with your kids on the floor, to play that board game, whatever that is. To go meet a friend for snacks or dinner or whatever. There are 1,000 other things you could be doing with your time other than consuming Netflix. So it's now time to fill in that Netflix or what? What is that for you? Start putting that positive stuff in your life, things that are meant to build you up, relationships that are meant to build you up. Not Netflix or Amazon Prime. Am I going to watch Netflix or Disney Plus? Am I going to watch Netflix or YouTube? Choose YouTube. But now, choose something that will benefit you. We had this discussion in the earlier podcast. If you haven't listened to it or watched it, the Garbage In podcast, a couple podcasts ago. Stop giving your attention over to people that don't care about you. Stop giving your attention, energy, time over to people and companies that literally don't even know you exist other than you're an account number in their ledger. Start investing in yourself. Financially, spiritually, morally, socially, relationally, in your business, with the techniques and content that you're learning to benefit yourself, to benefit your company, to benefit your employees, to benefit your family. It's time. All right, everybody. Netflix or what? What is that to you? Leave a comment. Let me know. What is that to you? What is that small things that you're going to do instead of Netflix, Amazon Prime, HBO Max, blah, 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 blah. Pick your service. All right. Have a fantastic afternoon, no matter where you're at in the world. Bye.